Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarmin. Today I'm just going to be refreshing my color that I have on my hair. I started these locks 3 months ago, so this is kind of like my 3-month lock update. I started them myself and I maintain them myself. Now you can see that my hair is dyed red, but it has grown out quite a bit. So today I'm just going to be refreshing my red color. I'm going to be bleaching my hair as well as coloring my hair using the Adore hair dye. I have never used them before, but yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, I will say that I am not a hairstylist. I am not a professional. I am just a person that does my hair in my bathroom. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling like this is something you do not want to do, I'm always going to suggest that you go to a professional and talk to a professional hairstylist. So to start off with, I am going to need petroleum jelly. And this is just to protect my scalp. I'm just going to put this on the perimeter of my head. I'm going to need some gloves to protect my hands. I'm also going to need a bowl to mix the bleach in. You want to make sure that this is a plastic bowl and not a metal bowl. I'm also going to be using the Wella powder lightener. I got this from Sally Beauty, but I do think that you can purchase this online. This is just the big, huge tub of powder lightener. And that's just what it looks like when you open it up. Also, to activate the bleach, I'm going to be using a 30 volume developer. This is from Salon Care. I've been using them for years. 30 volume is just what I have been told to use in the past, so it's just what I use. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and take that Vaseline or that petroleum jelly and go around the perimeter of my head. This is just to protect my skin as well as the back of my neck, just in case there is some spillage from the bleach, and there always is. So yeah, I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my head. This is not a necessary step, but it's just one I like to take. I also make sure to put it on my ears and just go around the entire perimeter of my head. After I'm done with that, I'm going to start sectioning off my head for bleach. I think sectioning off your hair just kind of makes it a little bit more manageable and a little bit easier. I'm going to be putting it up in 6 sections just so, like I said, it's a little bit more manageable when you start to bleach your hair. Now I'm going to start mixing up the bleach. It is always 2 parts developer to 1 part bleach, but I'll show you the consistency that I have once I'm done. I'm going to do 3 scoops of bleach. I always like to mix more than I think I need, just in case I run out. I don't have to stop my entire process of doing my hair to hurry up and mix some more bleach. But you do want to be careful with this. You want to make sure that you are wearing gloves. Like I said, this is a chemical, so you want to be careful with it around your eyes and breathing it in. But I am just going to eyeball this. I'm going to go ahead on and pour the developer in. You can see that it's kind of the consistency of like a cake batter, and that is just the perfect consistency for putting bleach in your hair. Now it is time to bleach. So I'm starting with the back of my head because this is just the most problematic area for me. Honestly, I've never been able to get it to lift when I bleach my hair, but I'm going to go ahead and start in the back. I'm making sure to just work on the ends of my hair right now. My roots are going to process the fastest, and that's why sometimes you can see when people bleach their hair, their roots are like super, super yellow. That's only because heat is what is going to activate bleach. You have heat that is always coming off of your scalp, so the roots of your head are kind of like the warmest part of your scalp. So when you put bleach directly on them, it's just going to make the process just expedite it. It's going to make it process a lot faster, I guess what I'm saying. So the heat that's coming off of your hair and into the roots of your hair is just going to make the bleach process super fast. So that's how it, turns your roots a little bit more yellow than the rest of your hair, if that makes sense. So I'm just taking my time. Like I said, I am working a little bit quickly because I am working against the clock. I only want the bleach to be in my hair for about 30 minutes or so. just because I don't want to go any longer than that to risk, damaging my hair or anything like that. I know that bleach can be a very scary process. Once again, I get it. I do want to make it clear that I am not going for a blonde look. I am not trying to get my hair to be blonde. And honestly, my hair probably would not be blonde unless I processed it multiple times. Because my hair has been dyed red so many times over the last decade, I am just not able to achieve a blonde color anymore, or completely remove the color out of my head because I've dyed my hair so much. When you use box dye, it's just super finicky, and I do know that going into it, but I like to do my hair myself. I always know that I can go to a professional, but I personally like to do my hair myself, and I've learned that at this point, in order to get a blonde, like bleach blonde color on my hair, I would have to process my hair multiple times with bleach. I really do not want to ruin the integrity of my hair. I really don't want to ruin the strength of my hair, especially because I still have starter locks. My locks are only 3 months old. You can see that half of my hair is still like a loose and natural curl. So I really don't want to ruin that and make my locks very weak. So I am only going to be processing my hair for 30 minutes. If that means that I still have a lot of patchiness, if that means that I still have black spots, then so be it. That is just the nature of dyeing your hair. When you are, putting box dyes in your hair, when you are using, products that you get off of the shelf and you're not using like quality products from a salon, you're really going to kind of have a mixed bag. It's not like it's going to come out perfectly even every single time because you're doing this in your bathroom. And I do know that going into this, but like I said, this is what I do for my hair. And if you are wanting a super perfect, even, lift from the bleach and a super perfect, even color, I'm going to tell you to go to a hairstylist. There is no possible way that you can do this at home and get a super even lift unless you are processing your hair with bleach multiple times. If there's someone out there that's already done it, kudos to them. But from what I am seeing, that's just a really hard process to get if you have already dyed your hair. If you have virgin hair, meaning that you have never dyed your hair before, you may be able to get a more even lift when bleaching your hair. But like I said, I've dyed my hair so many times that at this point, I just assume my hair color is red because my hair has never been completely black. Even though my roots have grown out, I am always dyeing my hair back to red. So like I said, there are some pros and cons to always dyeing your hair and always having fresh color. It's just going to make it a lot harder to get a bleach blonde. And at this point, I've just given up. I'm not really looking for that. I'm just lifting my hair just enough so I can dye it. I know that, like I said, it's not going to turn out blonde, and spoiler alert, it does not. So I'm just going through separating each section. Once again, I'm avoiding my scalp at this point. I'm just going through each lock. You want to make sure that you are going down the entire length of the lock all the way to the end. Locks are kind of bumpy, and so they have a lot of nooks and crannies. So you just want to make sure you're getting it to all the little pieces of your lock if you are dyeing your locks watching this video. After I am done going down the entire length of my locks, I'm going to go ahead on and move to my scalp. Now, like I said, because my scalp is producing a lot of heat, that is going to process very, very quickly. Honestly, this probably took about 5 minutes and my roots were already yellow. So this is a process that you want to do at the last minute. You can honestly wait if you are too afraid that your roots are going to process too fast. But honestly, this is going to be the last step. This is the last thing that you should dye because, like I said, it's going to process very, very quickly. I am making sure just once again to be careful because I am, putting bleach and putting chemicals and putting very harsh chemicals around my eyes, around my face. I really just, like I said, I want to be moving pretty quickly with this, but I do want to just take my time and be careful and not be way too frantic. You can already see that I have bleach on my face. I have bleach on my shirt. So this is a very messy process. You may want to keep a little towel handy just to wipe off some spillage or things like that. This process is very, very messy. And now you can see my hair is completely covered in the bleach. So I'm just going to go ahead on and let it process. Once again, bleach is going to need some heat in order to activate. So you can either sit under the dryer, you can use a hair dryer, or like I'm doing, you can use a shower cap. I don't have a shower cap, so I'm just going to use Walmart bags because that's what I've always done. I am going to go ahead on and put a couple Walmart bags around my head. And that, like I said, is to trap the heat that is coming off my head. Heat is going to make the hair follicle open. It's going to let the bleach penetrate in, and then it's going to go ahead and allow the bleach to do its job and lift your hair. So I am going to leave this on for 30 minutes and then I am going to come back. After I've left the bleach on for 30 minutes, I am going to go ahead and rinse it out. Now, I have not washed my hair at all. You should be dyeing or bleaching your hair on dirty hair. I have actually not washed my hair since my last retwist a month ago, so I am in need of a wash. When you are washing out the bleach, once again, remember, this is a chemical going around your eyes, so just be very, very careful. You want to make sure you are getting every single piece of bleach out of your hair. I'm making sure that I am squeezing my locks and things like that. After I have rinsed all of the bleach out of my hair, I am going to start squeezing my locks just to make sure all of the bleach is out of the inside of my lock. I'm going to go ahead and shampoo my hair 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and also condition it just because my hair has kind of been through a lot, but I want to make sure because I have locks that I'm rinsing out the conditioner completely. After that, I am done. I'm going to wrap my hair in a t-shirt. I normally wrap my hair in t-shirts just because it is a lot easier on my hair than a towel. So this is my hair after it is bleached, and like I said, it is very, very uneven. Did I know this would happen? Yes, this is just what happens when you bleach your hair at home and you have dyed your hair many of times. It's going to come out pretty uneven, but that's perfectly okay because I'm going to dye right over it. So I'm using the Adore line of hair dye. This is my first time using it. I'm using the color Cajun Spice, the color Paprika, and the color Cinnamon. Now I'm just experimenting with which color I would like, but I ended up kind of using 1/4 of cinnamon, 1/4 of Cajun Spice, and then 2/4 of Paprika. That was just a color I thought looked best on me. But once again, I am mixing that in a plastic bowl. I'm going to go ahead and mix it with my fingers because I don't have anything else. And then I'm going to start applying it to my hair. Now, because this is just straight color, there is nothing lifting my hair anymore. There is no like real bleaching agent or lifting agent in my hair. I really am not against the clock with this. It's not like I have to rush and put this color in my hair. I can just take my time. So I'm going to go through each individual lock and apply the color from root to tip. I'm going to make sure that I have every single strand of hair colored just because I want it to come out even. Like I say, you can really see here how my roots process really, really fast. They are super yellow and the rest of my hair is just looking super, super uneven. And that, like I said, is just what happens when you put a lot of different dyes on your head and you bleach your hair just once. It's kind of a mixed bag of what you're going to get. It's kind of like if you keep putting paint on a wall and then try to scrape it off, you don't know what's going to be underneath. But like I said, that is just how my hair is at this point. If I wanted a full, even, lift on my hair, if I wanted it to be fully bleached, I would probably just go to a professional at this point. But once again, I do my own hair and I know what I'm working with. So I'm just going around and applying this color. I'm just taking my time. You can also use like one of the little brushes to apply it to your hair, but I just use my hands. I do have a pair of gloves on and a new shirt, a old raggedy shirt at that, but I do have a new shirt on. I don't still have the shirt on that has bleach on it. But yeah, like I said, I'm just taking my time because once again, this is just straight dye. This is just color. It is not going to lift the color out of your hair at all. So if you are putting straight dye onto really dark or really black hair, you're not going to be able to see it. I think sometimes people get confused with dye thinking that it's going to lift their hair and somehow change their hair to that color. And that is not the case. If you want your hair to be a certain color, no matter what the color is, red, blue, or yellow, you're going to have to bleach your hair first. You're going to have to lift it first. And I know a lot of people say like, oh, well, I did it without bleach. And it's like, yes, if you're going for, not bright of a color, not too bright of a color, then yes, you may get around it with not using bleach if your hair is bright enough or light enough, if your hair is like a brown or something like that. But if your hair is completely jet black and you put color on it, you're really not going to be able to see it at all. But yeah, you're going to have to lift your hair or lighten your hair if you do want the color to show. So that is like I said, why I ended up bleaching my hair today. So once again, I'm just going around just being pretty careful with my hair. I don't want to be ripping and tugging and stuff like that. I did just wash my hair, so it is a little bit matted and it's not very separated. So I'm just going through separating a little bit. I have not had a retwist yet. After this video, I am going to be doing my retwist. That is going to be in a separate video. If you're watching this video when it has been uploaded, the retwist video will come out on Friday. And if you're watching this afterwards, you can always look in the description box and I will have a link to the retwist video. I'm super happy to see my retwist because I know it's just going to look so good. I love retwist day. I don't know why. But anyways, like I said, I'm just applying this color, just taking my time and yeah, that's pretty much it. After this, I'm going to go ahead and put another shower cap or Walmart bag on my head, just once again to trap in that heat and just make the color process a little bit better. I'm going to leave it on a little bit longer. I'm probably going to leave it on about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it out. So after 45 minutes, this is how my color is looking. Obviously, it's not very vibrant or bright. I'm putting a little bit of olive oil in my hair just to moisturize my hair a little bit. It has been through the ringer today, getting bleached and then dyed. But yeah, like I said, this color is not very, very vibrant. I just like that it has a more even tone now. My hair went from very patchy and black and red and 25 different colors to a more even tone. So I really, really like it. I just like just the shade of it. I think it's that kind of viral orangey reddish copperish color, but yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead on and moisturize my hair and prepare my hair for a retwist, and I'm going to show you a clip of my hair in the sun just so you can see the color a little bit better. So that does it for today's video. I post new videos every single week. Don't forget to check out the retwist video that will be posted on Friday. If you like this video, you can always subscribe. You can always leave me a comment about why you liked it or why you didn't. And remember to give this video a thumbs up because that really helps out my channel. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.